Welcome to Heads Up TV. I'm Carter. Listen, there's a question that had been posed to me. I want to do it this way. After considerable thought, I couldn't type all of this and text it to you on the thread of one of the posts that I made. But there's a young lady named Sydney Dodd asked me and posed this question to me. And come to find out, actually a few more of you have this question as well that you want me to answer. So I'll address that. But first, listen, we all have a right to disagree or to agree. I mean, you don't have to agree with my answer, but you asked me. But first, I want to honor my friend, close friend, Dina Berry, Miss Dina Berry, in her passing, our classmate, class of 82. I loved her as a friend, especially as a proponent of cancer awareness. That's why I'm wearing this, in remembrance of her. So we send our condolences to her family, friends, and work associates. And you all know that she was very uplifting and bright young lady, and that we definitely will miss. Our prayers are with you. Here it is. Again, after deep thought, I wrote this stuff down, so I'm going to read it like our presidents and government officials sometimes read off the prompter. I don't have a prompter here, but I'm going to read everything I wrote because I went back over it a few times to make sure I was clear. After deep thought, I've decided to do this short video in order to answer a question directed to me from Sydney Dodd and a few others. Their question is this: Montez, I have a tough question for you. How can you support a candidate who support abortions? Question mark. I love tough questions, first of all. And you got to be careful with that word support. It depends on what degree of support you're talking about. I'm not advocating. I'm not a campaign manager. But I know who I'm voting for without telling you that. You may know at the end of this video. But this one thing is fairly easy to answer. Let me be really clear. I do not agree to abort babies. Though there are many obvious, drastic, and dire circumstances, I am a proponent of adoptions as a means to allow an unborn baby to live. Allow me to be clearer. I do believe in a woman's right of choice in reference to her own body. Now, allow me to further address the concern of my vote. Number one, voting is a privilege. No matter what no intellectual person tells you. There's some people out there on YouTube and social media trying to convince you not to vote for anybody. Oh, wow. But that's their right to their opinion and view. It's up to you to make a decision on your own. Be a thinker for yourself. I've been a follower all the time. Please act accordingly in your polling places. It just makes sense to at least have hope in our small voice of voting. So do I throw out all of the other policies I agree with somewhat because of one policy on abortion? Come on, people. That's not sensible nor intelligent. We must weigh out all policies and issues surrounding our lives in this world. Let's be clear again. All politicians lie in both parties, and it's going to be impossible to convince or influence me to believe politicians really care about the black plight, the middle class, real prison reform, reparations, the poor and impoverished, health care for all, systemic racism, fair policing, equal rights for all, assisting small businesses, equal housing, inadequate schools, human and sex trafficking, eradicate eradicating hungry and the homeless from around this world, and international relationships, etc., etc. Well, why don't I believe they care? Because the world's affairs, moral stability, compassion for all humans, and the well-being of most humans is getting worse. It's called evidence. You don't have to convince me when I see the evidence. I'm a pretty smart guy. So I don't vote because I believe totally in any one candidate and all of their policies. I vote because it's a privilege that instills hope within my mindset with the possibility of change in the right direction. Let's be clear again. I probably won't ever agree with every policy of the Republican Party and as well as the Democratic Party. I'm just not. But this year, in November, I'm weighing my heart, my intellect, and the evidence that conditions my choice or who I'm voting for. So in case you've been guessing and some of y'all already say who I'm voting for, and I never shared with you all who I'm voting for, that's not your business, and I'm not going to do it this time either. That's my right. I'm going to vote. I always vote. Just know this. It's a no vote for President Donald Trump because the evidence shows he's one of the most dangerous presidents I've witnessed in my lifetime so far in America. Socially, morally, politically, ethically, intellectually, empathetically, and capable of unifying us, he's not your guy. So, again, I'm Montez Head, Carter Montez Head, author, minister, advocate for human rights. I love you. I thank you. And I would like for you all to understand a little bit more about me. Go get this book. All my stuff is on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, .com, and ebook, Audible book. You can find it in the libraries in your area. But this book here, If Thoughts Could Kill, it deals with why we think so negative about one another. Your negative thoughts about me or anybody else killing you. I refuse to allow what I think about you kill me. So I choose to think positive thoughts about you. So this would be a good one. If Thoughts Could Kill by Carter Head. Now this book here used to be controversial, but it's not now because some of you've read it. It's called Am I Trump? I believe every Trump supporter is Trump. And that's okay. That's your right. I'm not upset with you. I don't hate you. I love you. But I wrote some things in here for you on a personal level to say, you know what? I don't want to be like that. I am thinking like that. This book will help you to reverse the reflections. I love you. God bless you. Peace and blessings.